Hey, Chase, you ready to go?
Huh? What? Oh, Dan, already? Okay, if you say so, let's go. Hey guys, Chase Connor with HDR Communications, and today we're going to be going over 3 things that you need to know when selling two-way business radios. But first, just a little bit about us. HDR Communications, we are the Midwest master distributor for Kenwood Two-Way Radios based out of Libertyville, Illinois. So we are your supplier and rep for the Kenwood radios. Myself, I'm Chase Connor. I'm the business development manager, and I'm here to help you guys with selling two-way radios and making it easy for you. Any opportunities that come your way, please reach out to me. I can support you guys remotely, and I can also get on site, come meet with you and your customers and make sure we're getting them taken care of. So with that being said, let's get into 3 things that you guys need to know about selling two-way business radios. So first, some common terminology you guys need to know that you're going to run into is UHF and VHF. So what is that? Well, UHF radios, which is the one I'm holding here, UHF is meant for indoor communications. You can use them outside too. These do a great job with penetrating walls, penetrating floors, any obstruction. So if you're in a high-rise building that one of your customers is putting up, they're going to want UHF. If you're in a big warehouse, they're going to want UHF. Pretty much anytime you're in a building, you want UHF. If your customer is already using UHF radios, they're going to want to buy UHF because that's the only radio that will communicate with what they have. Now, on my other hand here, I'm holding a VHF radio. So notice the antenna is thicker on the VHF. Same with UHF. A VHF radio can only talk to other VHF radios. These are intended for long-range outdoor communications. So they do not penetrate walls as good as UHF. These are meant for open areas, but if you've got a customer that's working primarily outdoors, they're going to want VHF because it's going to give them that extra range. You're going to get up to about 2 miles with a 5-watt VHF radio. That's our most powerful offering. So maybe road crews or guys that are outdoors. On the UHF side, for a 5-watt digital UHF radio, you're talking 500,000 square feet, 50 floors, or maybe up to a mile. So outdoors, VHF will go almost twice as far. So it is pretty significant.
Jeff, who's the market for these business radios? Who uses them?
That's a great question, Dan. So the great thing with two-way radios is pretty much anybody and everyone that needs reliable on-site communications, they're going to be using a two-way business radio. So whether that's construction, hospitals, warehouses, dental offices, restaurants, retail, anybody that needs reliable on-site communications and might have a crew of people they're all talking to at once, they're going to use a two-way radio. I do get this question all the time. Well, what about cell phones? Can't people just text or call someone? And in my experience, a cell phone is great if maybe you just got one other guy you're working with. You guys don't need to talk very often. Maybe you can call them as long as you're getting service. But if you have a big crew of guys and you're running day-to-day operations where you need constant communications, two-way radios are still the best route. And since these put out their own signal, you're not relying on any cell towers or any sort of external things that can fail. Your communications are in your control. And from a productivity and a safety standpoint, two-way radio really can't be matched from its, the reliability that it offers. So that's who uses radios. Anybody that needs reliable communications. We touched a little bit on UHF and VHF as some common terminology. Some other terms you guys need to know are analog and digital. So up to now, all radios have been analog. So the further out you get from each other, the more static you'll start to hear. Well, now radios are starting to come out in digital offerings. All of our digital radios are also analog capable. So if you have older analog radios, you're going to need to get them into a radio that can also talk in analog, so it can talk with what your customer has. All of our digital radios can also do analog, so you can get both options. What digital offers is you get a lot better audio clarity, a little better range over analog, and you do get a much better privacy. So it's much less likely to hear another business that's on the same frequency. We can set digital radios up so you push a button and you can flip between analog and digital depending on your needs. A great way I like to explain digital radios is similar to Sirius XM, like satellite radio you might get in your car. If you have any experience with that, you're either getting a signal or you're not. But you always get the same audio clarity. It's the same with digital. You'll never get static, but once you get to the end of your range, it's just going to cut off. Whereas with analog, it'll be a slow degradation. So that's some common terms that you guys need to know. Lastly, what I think is most important is, can Kenwood radios talk with other types of radios, such as a Motorola, Vertex, Hytera? Absolutely. So we can program the Kenwood radios to talk with other brands of radios. Typically, what I would have you do is just send one of your customers' current radios into our office. I'll get a read on it, and we will program the Kenwoods to match. So every channel will talk with your customer's current radios. You're out in the market, you're probably going to see about 60% market share going to Motorola. About 30% is Kenwood, and 10% makes up all of the other smaller manufacturers. When it comes to Kenwood, you might be asking, well, why should I get my customer into a Kenwood radio versus a Motorola? Well, it's going to come down to ease of use. Our radios are built very simple. You're not paying for all these extra bells and whistles, such as Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. These are for guys that just want to push the button and talk. You're getting extreme durability. So all of our Kenwood radios, all of our larger radios like this one, have a die-cast aluminum frame. So these are rated to be used on a job site or in very heavy-duty applications. They're meant to be used outdoors in inclement weather, so you can use them in the rain, blowing dust. 3-year warranty on all of the bigger radios. And you're also getting Kenwood audio. So extremely clear 1-watt speakers in all of our larger Kenwood radios. It's going to give you crystal clear audio. So that's the main things with Kenwood. It's a very simple, well-built radio. Comes in at a great price point. You're getting excellent audio clarity, excellent durability, and a great 3-year warranty. So those would be some reasons for your customers to switch to Kenwood. And not to mention, we can also get them talking with their current radios. So they don't need to throw out what they have. They can keep using that and slowly bring in the Kenwoods. So yeah, guys, those are 3 things that I think you need to know when selling two-way business radios. Like I said, I'm here to support you guys with opportunities. Please reach out to me, and we will go out and see what we need to do to get your customer taken care of. And the link that you guys received, you're going to see a link to answer 3 questions about the presentation today, and that will get you entered in for a chance to win 2 of these Kenwood bar stools. Very nice, might I say. So feel free to jump on that link, fill out those questions, and get entered to win those bar stools. So thank you guys. I appreciate your time today, and I'm looking forward to seeing what opportunities we can go after with two-way radios.
Sounds good. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate it.